Okay, so once I get my solution up here, okay, we're going to say put 2x minus 3y plus 5 equals 0.
I'm going to add the
2y equals m. Okay, we're going to do the Spider-Man thing. Here we go, guys. We're going to do the Spider-Man thing again today. I'm going to start with Cody. Cody, when I want to put this in a y equals m, what's the first thing I should do, please? Yeah, good. So it's going to be for my solution. I'm going to call it 2x minus 3y.
What's this one?
So remember always when you bring something across the side, it goes from positive to negative. Okay? Trinity, next step is going to be what? Okay, now please note, let's say you say, my name is Christopher, and I want to be more efficient. You can do these two steps in one. Like you can say, move both those across in one step, and that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, Julia, what do I do next, if anything? Divide. Well, you can multiply by -1 if you want to. Okay. Okay, so the comment was multiply by -1. Yeah, if you want to, that'll work. Okay. That's an optional step, but you can do that for sure. Luke, what is? You could have just divided it all by -3. So I'm going to divide by 2.
Yeah, that's
You get the
right.
same answer. So you get,
It's a negative. Okay?
what's that?
Negative divided by negative?
No, I don't think so.
That's y. Let a y over by itself. Positive divided by negative. 4, 9.
And that should be right there.
Minus 10.
Okay. Are we feeling okay about example 1 there?
That makes sense?
No comment? Feeling sort of good? Please ask away if not.
I would assume.
Again.
Why don't we change from 2x plus 5 to 2x negative, like minus 5?
Yeah, okay. Good question. The question was why to change it. So remember? Remember? Right, we did it differently, that's okay. You could have also divided everything by negative. All right, letter B says. Hopefully. Put negative, this one's messy. Okay, this one, ladies and gents, is messy. Okay, if you are able to do this question, you literally have nothing to worry about as far as fractions. If you're in master, if you can't, you'll be okay too. Okay. Okay, well, we'll work on this one here because this is a solid question you'll need to do. Yes. Well, no, because you're doing it at the same time. I mean, like here, you mean? No, because I'm multiplying both sides. Like, remember, you need to balance, right? So as long as I do the same thing to both sides, it works out.
What if you
It's okay. You should still hope to get this. As long as you get, remember we talked about this for algebra. No matter which way you do it, as long as you get from the top of the hill to the bottom, like I always joke like the skiers, right? As long as you get from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill, doesn't matter how you get there, right? Like it's action from the best way. Aim is that a question or stretch? Stretch? Okay. What do I need to do to put this into y equals mx plus b? What should a good first step be? Yes. Go ahead. What are we going to multiply by? Go ahead. You want to go?
You do the next step. If you
Now remember what we're trying to do here. What are we trying to do? Why am I multiplying by 12? What's that going to do? Dakota, keep going. Yeah, you want to have whole numbers here. Very good. You want to have whole numbers here. All right? So I'm going to do here. I want to call this negative 12 over 3 x minus 36 over 4y plus 60 over 6 equals 0. So what I did was I just multiplied the numerators for all three sets of fractions.
honest?
All right? Now, who's Mr. or Mrs. Calculator? Or Miss Calculator? Go ahead, what turns into?
Negative 4x
Yeah.
minus 9y
Thank you.
plus 10.
Okay, now, I didn't actually tell you to put it in standard form, but we're getting close to standard form here.
Why?
Let's say, so go ahead. Other question? Yeah, Chris?
For a question?
Yeah, what I was just gonna say here, I thought somebody said why, and then I just. Okay, this isn't quite in standard form. I didn't actually tell you to put it in the standard form, but if I wanted to make it standard form, what do I have to do? Yeah, because we only want to have everything positive. This is a little extra loop, so I'm gonna multiply -1.
You don't have to?
Well, the only reason I would do that is because I want the y to be positive, actually, right? So you don't have to. This is a little extra bonus. Okay, so if you want a little extra fun math, that's it right there.
Yeah, I didn't do anything like
That's
that.
okay. So that's standard form. Okay, it's okay if you didn't do that. That's standard form. Now I want to put this into y equals mx plus b. So Hill, first step is what? Careful. That's because the 4 is going to change to -4. But that might be. All right, final step. Michelle, I'm keeping on you. I have 9y. I just want to get y. What do I do? Divide by 9. Okay, so it's going to be divided by 9, divided by 9.
Wait, how did the 9 become positive?
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna. So, Tori actually said, Mr. Sadler, how did the 9 become positive? I started here as -4x minus 9y plus 10, and I was joking. I said, for a little extra fun, you can get this to be standard form. Not only does this conveniently work as standard form, I did this because I knew I wanted to get y equals mx plus b, so I wanted y to be
So,
positive.
but we could just leave
You
it.
could have left that as -4x minus 9y plus 10 equals 0, and then moved everything across, but then you would have had to divide by -9 here instead of 9. So I'll do it in red here. So what you could have done like this. That would work as well too. Okay, so either one of those is fine. Yeah.
So is y always going to be positive?
Why? Yeah, in this case. I have a question. That math problem. Yes. When can I help you? Oh, the right ones? I think there's 5 to 11. No, actually, I'm really 90% sure that's it. It's Sunday night. Sunday, because you know with math students don't do the homework on Sunday night. Okay. You should do yours as soon as you get home. Like.
I got
Someone never does it.
60.
Okay, let's go ahead, please.
Over,
Guys, I can't hear us right, right?
I got 60 over 36, but what would you divide it
60, okay, good question. So, if you got 60 over 36, you'd have to bring this to lowest terms then still, right?
Yeah. What
So there's a few different ways to do it. I'd probably, they'd both divide by 6 is what they would both do.
Okay.
If you can't see that, that's
What if
okay.
you divide it by 2 and then
Keep
say
going.
you can't go any, but if it's like one, like the 4 over 9,
Yeah.
because I divided by 2, but then it doesn't size you, but I can't divide you.
4 over 9, yeah, won't divide down because 9's like it's even and odd,
But
right?
like I had like 12 over 36, so then it would be like.
1 over 3. I'll come over and check what happened. Let's start this next one and then I'll come back and check.
So I divided by 2, it would be like.
Okay, let's do our last one here, then I'll come and find out what happened there. So, letter C says, solve for x. Solve for x is 2 over 3x minus 1/4 equals 1/5 x plus 2. Okay, I gave this question for a specific reason. Okay, Trinity, this question was put in here because this question was very often a mistake is made. Okay, so if you are feeding up today's class, This is seriously the time to fade in because probably a third of you mix this up. I want now that I said that, no one's gonna raise their hand, right?
I'll raise my hand, but I'll probably get it wrong.
First step is what?
We have to have an LCP so we don't have any fractions, which would be 12.
No.
Oh, no, 16. Oh, I was thinking of the other question.
Okay, now I want somebody with a strong back and strong wide shoulders, and they will not be afraid if I say
I have a
incorrect.
strong vertebrae.
So Hill, you can do it.
I can do it.
120 over 3
Yeah.
x
Oh, sorry.
minus 60 over 4
Yeah.
equals 60 over 5 x
Plus. Okay, Sahil, oh, let's wait. Sahil unfortunately made a mistake. Good thing Sahil and I planned this before class started. What happened that Sahil did incorrect on this question? Yes. Even though this doesn't look like a fraction, it says multiply everything by 60. So this 2 as well still also has to get multiplied by 60. So that's going to be 120. Okay?
I did this step at the
Now again, no, just wait. So I didn't mean to embarrass you at the front here, okay? But what happened was probably a third of you made the very same mistake on your test. Okay, right? So just be careful of that, right? Even though it doesn't look like a fraction. If you need to remind yourself, Cassidy, how can I change 2 to be a fraction? Thank you, Cassidy. Thank you, Cassidy. Okay? So if you want to write this as 2 over 1, just so you remember that you still need to multiply that, then do it. Okay? Yes?
If you did like the multiply by 60 at the very end, that's still like.
Yeah, it still works out too. Okay, let's do some dividing. Someone other than Chris here. Yeah, go ahead, Hannah.
It's 40x.
Yeah.
Plus 15
Yeah.
equals 12x plus 120.
Okay. Now this is the nice thing about fractions. Like this one was scary. Wasn't this a frightening question?
No.
I was. You guys are pros now, okay? But Charlie, this is scary. This is not scary, right? You guys can handle this. Okay? All right, can I get a brave soul that doesn't raise her hand often? Go ahead, Jessica.
Variables to the same side, so it becomes 40x minus 12x equals 120 plus 120.
These guys superstars. That's wonderful. Okay, 40x minus 12x. Somebody else. It's going to be what? Sorry, go ahead.
28x
Yeah, equals.
plus 135.
All right, final step. Aiden, go. Yeah. I can't do that in my head. Does that work out nicely? I'm not that lucky,
Why
am I?
are you leaving it in a fraction?
What's that?
Why aren't you?
Well, we can. Does that divide at all? Really?
I got that completely wrong. I got 135
I got
over
that.
36. Yeah, that's what I got.
36.
35
I
over
think it's 36.
52. I got 52. I have 36.
Did you get 36? Okay, can everyone close their eyes and put their heads to their desk for a second? I want to see this. Mr. Schnurr, you're going to watch too.
Okay.
Please raise your hand. Be honest. If you got that question completely correct, raise your hand. If you were sort of close, but made one tiny error and you know what happened, raise your hand.
I got 135. That's it.
If you were way off base and you don't know what happened at all, raise your hand. Mr. Schnurr.
Pardon me?
If you missed that totally and didn't know what happened at all in that question, raise your hand. Okay, thank you. Okay.
I thought I did it right, but I didn't.
Okay, so I'm going to hit pause right now, then we're going to get on to today's lesson. Do you guys want one more algebra? We'll do one more algebra question, because I like algebra. One more algebra question.
Oh, no, I didn't write it
Ah!
down.
What is this?
That's why I didn't raise my hand. I never got to write it down.
So I don't